I want to tell y'all a story time. I don't know why I woke up with this memory on my mind, and I wanted to tell y'all. I talk about my past all the time on my throughout my pages. I have, throughout social media for my following, and I want to tell y'all when I realized that God was real. I think my husband had been in the military for about between 7 and 8 years, and we had just got to Germany. When we got to Germany, we was in temporary house for a good little bit. And when we was in temporary house, you meet all kind of people. Temporary house is the house you get before your house is ready. And sometimes you will meet people that work for the military, all right? So from hotel to hotel, because where we were, it was really, really small. Like the post was so small, you can walk around the whole post in, I say, a good 45 minutes. My husband would meet all kind of people. And it's not only regular military, it's contractors also. So these are regular people who works for the military. Call them strays. If my husband has met anybody from the South, particularly Alabama, he would just befriend them, like that. And we had got our house, and I say we went in our house with a good 5 months. And my husband had already told me that he had met like I think it was 3 guys from Alabama that he was cool with. He used to have these just random spare of the moment barbecues, or get together, or homeboys over a poker night. He said, "Hey, babe, what you doing?" I said, "Watching TV. I was just," and I had insomnia back then, so I used to be up back then, just chilling. My two friends I told you about from Alabama. I think it was one or two. I told you about from Alabama. I'm gonna invite them over. We gonna drink and we gonna sit out on the back and shoot the shit. I said, okay, cool. They'll get the popcorn up, because it's movie night, and I'm cleaning up, and something came over me, y'all. I had a jury, like a worry feeling. I felt like I wanted to cry. Like this before my husband walked in, I just felt like I wanted to cry, and I couldn't figure out why. And I remember my daughter was like, "Mom, you gonna read to me?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna read to you." I said, "Go and get ready for bed," like that. So the kids was getting wine and she was like, she said, "DJ in the house." I said, "Go get in my shower," like that. Go use my bathroom, like that. We come in the house, right? And my husband opened the door, and he's standing at the door, he talking. As he come in the door, he talking. I started to literally get overwhelmed, anxiety. I was like I couldn't breathe. I just wanted to cry. And he said, "Babe," I thought it was the movie that I was watching. Because it was for Color Girls, and that's what to this day I would never watch Color Girls again. In the house, and I got overwhelmed, and he said, "Baby, you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." He said, "Why you look like that?" I said, I think I'm having an anxiety attack. I said, all of a sudden I just got real sad. He said, "You want me to?" I said, "No, you good." And so, and he was, I think he was white. He looked light or white, if I can remember correctly. But my husband introduced him first. And the other guy, I think he was still outside smoking, I guess. And when he came up, and we live in a building. If y'all we live in an apartment building, real tall apartment buildings, kind of like when you're in New York. You know how the apartment buildings be. So that's how we are. So when the other guy came in, y'all, I got hot. He came in, I hadn't saw his face yet, and he looked up, very handsome young man. And out of nowhere, he said, "Hey," and he smiled, and he did not look right. He looked to me, he looked evil. He looked like not a good person. And when he touched me, I just got overwhelmed. When he go to touch me and shake my hand, my husband introduced me, I got overwhelmed, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was shaky, my hands were shaky. And so I said, "Yeah, some beer now." And I'm just looking at the guy at the corner of my eye. My husband said, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay. I just told you I had some outside." And he was like, "All right." He said, "We can go outside." I said, "Yeah, okay." So as the guy come in, because he was coming back in, he said, "I got to use your bathroom." And right when he said bathroom, my daughter runs out. And my daughter have on a t-shirt. And my daughter about 8 or 9. And she runs, I know she was in elementary school. And she runs out, and she's in her panties, her panties and a t-shirt, like a white beater t-shirt. And he looks at my daughter right when he said, "I got to use it's kind of like she took his breath away. I said, "Hey, Kaylin, go in the room. Go back like that." And he said, "I had to use the bathroom." Now, the way our houses is made, to me, it was kind of like project housing. It was in Germany, was the door to the main area, the main sitting area. So, long story short, some said, "Shay, don't go back to your bedroom." So I didn't go back. I sit behind the door. I sit behind the door that is to the main area. And a little, it's kind of like a little sitting space back there. It's not a sitting space, but it's enough room for a sitting space. So I sat on the stool behind the door. So when I told my husband this, and he was like, "Ooh, you look good." I told my husband this, and he was like, "What the fuck?" But anyway, so I sit behind the door. I don't know what compelled me to sit behind the door, but I sit behind that door. And so as I'm sitting behind the door, no one can see me sitting behind the door. I sat there. When he comes out of the bathroom, he goes like this, like that. Now I'm sitting behind the door, and he moves slow. Now he doesn't know that I'm sitting behind the door. Destiny, I'm gonna give you some that 20. Can you go in and get her card for me? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. He doesn't know that I am sitting behind him.
Walgreens?
No, we go to Dollar General, because if we go to Walgreens, it'd be going out the way, right?
Okay.
No, yeah. I go straight down.
Yeah.
So he's sitting. So he goes, like I said, he goes, and I'm looking like, what the fuck? But I didn't say anything. And then he looks. It's like he's peeking in my daughter's room.
Good.
And she got her nightlight on. And he just goes and he walks out and goes back outside. And for some reason, I could not move. And I sat there. So about 15 more minutes go by. And I guess because they was drinking, so I guess he had to use the bathroom again. Or I say probably about 20 or 30 minutes. I ain't gonna say 15 minutes. I'm gonna say about 20 or 30 minutes. And so he comes back in to use the bathroom again. And when he comes back in to use the bathroom again, he creeping. Now the door is not all the way closed, so you can hear the door creep. So he's moving, so he creeping. Now by this time, I'm thinking he's drunk because he's moving slow. But as he go in, when he creep, he goes like this, like peeking again. And I'm saying, so he goes in, and then he looks, and then he go in the bathroom, and he closed the door. He's staying there a good 5 minutes, and he come back out, and he walks towards my daughter's door, and he creeps, looking. And as he go, it looked like he about to push the door. I said, "Can I help you?" And he jumps. And he said, "Oh, I gotta, I'm drinking. I said, "You sure?" I said, "Can I help you? Because the door you're trying to go through is back there. This is a bedroom." I didn't say it was my daughter's bedroom, but in my mind, I think he was trying to see where that my daughter go when she went back behind. When I told her to run back in, to go back in the room. And he said, "Oh, no ma'am. He said, "I was just, I've been drinking." I said, "Okay." So he goes outside, and I wait about 2 minutes. I go outside, and I was crying, like damn about to cry. And my husband, when he came in, he knew something was wrong. He said, "Hey, what's wrong?" I said, "Hey, I'm having a real bad anxiety." Because I didn't tell my husband. If I told my husband, it is certain things I tell my husband after the fact, because my husband is he that man. He the one that, if y'all ain't got no man to show up for you, I do. Okay? Like, he would have fucking snapped right then. And my husband had a career. So, and the guy didn't do nothing right then. I told my husband, I waited. And so I said, "Babe, can you ask them to leave?" I said, "I don't feel good. I don't feel right. I keep having anxiety, and I don't understand why. Can you just ask them to leave and come and lay down with me?" And he said, "Yeah." My husband went outside. He said, "Hey, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get shit. Get the hell on. My wife ain't feeling well, and we need wifey times." And he left. I didn't tell my husband till 2 days later, and I did that strategically because I know my husband. I am the kind of woman. I stopped my husband for your safety, not his. That's how I am. I'm not gonna let my husband put himself in a situation to ruin his career or his job or go to jail. I know my husband's temperament. So he was mad. I knew he was gonna be mad, but I didn't care. I think, how was it a month later? One of the girls had told us that same guy had sexually harassed her. Mm-hmm. Remember that? And I said, "Dustin, is that the guy?" And Dustin was like, "Oh, damn." Let me tell y'all something. To this day, when my husband, we don't invite strays. We don't care where they from. But my husband be like, if my husband want to know something, he would say, "Hey, babe, come and let me introduce you to such and so and so right quick," like that. And for some reason, if my husband want to feel somebody out, he introduces me to people. I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know if it's because of my bad past. I don't know what it is about me, but I can read someone like with that, and all I have to do is just be around them. Like, and I don't even have to be around them long. It's just like, I be like, this is something. I don't know this weird feeling when bad spirits or bad presence is around me, and I just think it's the spirit of the Lord. I think so that's my testimony of when I knew God was real. Feeling has never left me yet. Even my best friend do it. She would call me and be like, "Hey girl, come over here for a minute," and I'd be like, hey, watch that bitch. My daughter now, she said, "Mama, every time you be right, every time." I'd be like, "Hey Kaylin, that girl trying to yo nigga, I'm letting you know now." She, and every time my daughter's like, "Mommy, how you knew?" I don't know. I don't function well in a place with a lot of people. I am a people person. I am very what's the word? I am very I am a beautiful socialite, but I am very introverted also. Mm-hmm. So like, all right, you guys, all right, TikTok, y'all have a good day and happy reading.